Hello everyone and welcome to MotionReel Academy. Today we are going to design a space helmet as an example of a game asset that you can build inside of Gravity Sketch. So away we go. I did a sketch of my space helmet right here, and I'm going to bring that into the scene. I'm also going to go ahead and bring in a mannequin at full size. You do that just by dropping him right in here, and then he comes in at full size. And then if you like it, then you click OK. We'll move him over a little bit here using the Smart Move. We're going to roughly size this helmet to fit a human head inside right about there. And then we'll put it right in the center of the world here, lined up here. That's good enough. It's locked in place, so no matter where I turn, it's going to be there. Next thing I'm going to do is make a new layer for my sketch and lock down my references here. And I'll just call this Ref. Make a new layer. We'll call this Sketch. Here we go. Now, I'll turn this down in opacity so that I can see through it. I'll do the same thing, well, a little bit for my sketch as well. We'll keep purple as our, well, maybe we'll go with yellow. Yeah, that seems to pop out on this blue real nice. So, first thing we're going to need to do is give a quick sketch to this to figure out, hey, hey, what are the dimensions of this thing? What does this thing look like? So I do this, so we can sort of see what the thing looks like from the side. Also want to turn on the mirror. There's the mirror. This should be right about here. So we basically line it up sort of in a way. Just to give it a basic idea of what we're going to build here. And then we can modify it after the fact. So this helmet, let's see. It's got some lines on it here. Let's start from the side view and sort of sketch out these lines here. Gonna come up here. Then it's gonna have like this back thing here. It's gonna go sort of like this. This whole thing here is out here on the helmet. So we can take this little piece, each little sketch piece, you can group it together like this and sort of line it up on your sketch. Then here we have a big sort of earmuff thing. We'll take this and put it here. And now you're starting to see the basics of the thing come together with just a few small sketch lines. We've already got the basics down on this thing. This can actually come out and let's see. I want the front to be like that, so and this kind of comes out and in here. It's got another piece here. And this comes down like that. You don't have to worry about being too perfect with your sketch lines in this first round, so that you can have the creative freedom. See, this has got to be a little bit bigger and sort of come down here like that. And there'll be sort of some details there. And this back part sort of goes around back here. And then here, to bring up the points on a line, you just hit this on your non-drawing hand. You hit the blue line button, and you'll see these points. Move these points around. You can move them, add points by clicking with your drawing hand, moving the cursor over the line and hitting the trigger button on your drawing hand. To remove a point like this, you grab it by holding the grab button on your drawing hand, and you've got it grabbed, and then you just hit the minus button, and that gets rid of it. So if you want a straighter line, you remove some of these points, and you get some a straighter line. And here in the very middle, you'll see that it just connects to itself and goes all the way around there. And this is the back of the helmet here. Let's see now the actual need to come out, because this needs to go all the way across. And then we have, well, we'll do that in a minute. Let's make this hose here that goes, let's see, all the way around here. It comes down and then up, and then sort of fits into some kind of a nozzle that's right here. So let's put that there, and then the other nozzle is back here. Actually, let's go ahead and make it go down into like into the rest of the suit, where the actual oxygen supply is going to be. So there's the basics of that is here now. And now I'm going to do sort of I'll take these lines away here real quick. Actually, we'll leave them there. I'll just take all these points, fatten them up, and we'll do that by, I'll just select all the points, and then I can move excuse me, moving up and down on this stick does that. Okay, that's up and down, and then left and right is right. Okay, so if you do so you can get, by modifying these points, you can get curves and corners on lines, sharper corners anyway, by manipulating these points. So let's remove that. Here you can see that you can do cool things with it like that. But anyways, back to what I was doing. Let's make the rest of this this pipe here sort of like a hose. That hose is going to go all the way around. And the bottom of the helmet, let's see, it's got to have like a rim that goes around. Right? Sort of like that. Maybe we'll make these go up a little in the back. So, they're sort of the very bottom rim of the helmet. These lines have to come out here. Sort of a lip. And then make like a piece here. It sort of comes out like that. And then on the front, we also want to add a little camera on here. So that's going to be actually, let's build this out here first, and then I'll add the camera afterwards. The camera is not going to be mirrored, so when I do the camera or any other details that aren't the same on both sides, then I'll turn the mirror off. All right, and then it's got an inner part, actually here and here and here, like that, and then got like a triangle there, 2 circles there, got like a grid here. We'll do like a griddy box, like a box. This will go down there into the bottom of the helmet. Tabs there. Do tabs here. At the back of the helmet looks like this. This piece out more and is angled in. This it comes back around. Boom. Boom, boom. I want it to be like an octagon in the back here, but I want it to be made out of several plates. So that goes there. Boom, 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 and then the hose comes up here, and then take these and move them in a little bit. This is another little item there. Then we'll do this. Oops. Excuse me. Do that. And then do that. Some detail there. Put that detail there. We need 3 big things like this on the back. Sort of like this. And then round things, sort of like connectors to the suit. And we're looking pretty good here, folks. Let's give these a little bit of a vent back here too, like a double vent. Now, let's go back on the side again. Bring this out a little bit more. Now it's starting to look a lot like my sketch. We'll bring this in here. Do this. These are going to be kind of like very thin lines, so I'll just make them real thin. There we go. That's looking pretty darn good. Now, what about the inside of the helmet? I'm not going to worry about the inside as much right now. Also, at the top here, we have sort of like a cylinder thing I've got to work in here. That's sort of coming out. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn the mirror off. And we'll do the cylinder thing just on one side. That. We'll also include the camera. Let's see. It's supposed to be like right about here. It's got to be able to see stuff. There we go. This is going to be a light. All right, now we can move out the sketches because we don't need these. We've got the basics of our helmet here. Let's go ahead and lock this down, and we'll move on. We'll bring this down a little bit, and now we're going to go with a line drawing that's going to tighten all this up. Line drawing we'll do in a different color, something else. Purple is fine. Now, instead of the sketch tool, we're going to switch to the line tool. Here, we're going to go ahead and use the round tool. Leave the end caps, and then we're going to use point mode to do this. So the first thing here, I think, is we'll do this windshield head face thing here. Turn the mirror back on. Now we're working in mirror mode. Now when I fire off one of these, I get a point. It just sticks there. Fire off another one, and I get another point. Once you fire off two, it becomes a curve. Now, to get corners, to get nice corners, you've got to have 2 to 3 points. 2 points like this will give you, as you see, a less rounded corner. And if you do 3, then you get a nice hard corner. And you can move those in even closer afterwards to get a sharper result. These can be connected in the middle, and then here you can start to modify your lines and make sure that everything is the way you want them. If you want this to be a nice tight curve, you can zoom in and get these as close as you can, and then you get a nice corner there, as you can see. So let's continue on with this. And I'll just include corners where I need them. And we'll finish off this piece right here. Then I can modify these points if I need to give some curve to this. I might need to give some curve to this a little bit. Straighten that out. And here you can really refine your lines so that when you do your sub-D modeling, everything is in place for you. And most of the guesswork is out of the way. Here we're going to go ahead and continue on with our sketch. And that's looking pretty good. Now I can refine these and make them more what I had imagined. Make sure this lines up with the rest of the helmet. It sort of curves that way. And following this line here. Now here we have. Now if you want to make this into a loop, just, oops, you don't do that. And you turn on loop U, and it goes ahead and loops it. Now you have a looped line that you can make circles with and all kinds of other stuff with. And these actually come out a little. So we'll go ahead and add the depth on that so that we can see that. When we're ready to design, we'll add this detail. And we'll sharpen this corner here. There we have a pretty decent triangle. Now this thing is sort of like a frame, so we're going to have to build that out here. To end a line like that, you click the trigger on your non-drawing hand. So if here I am drawing a line and I want it to end, I go to my non-drawing hand and hit and fire the button, and it's ended. Let's move these down a little. Back, so this is sort of angled, sort of like a voice box, Darth Vader kind of a thing. And then this sort of attaches to it like that. Boom. Bring these two together. Then it'll have probably another frame on the inside. Making sure to fire off 3 so I get a decent corner on these. And there they are. Straighten this out. Now we'll need a square. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, end. Select it. Loop it. And now you have a square. So a lot of these things I can just copy and paste after I've made them down the line to make things easier for myself. There we go. There's that detail on there. That's looking pretty good. Now, let's see if we're going to have to loop these. And this is going to be the actual nozzle holder that will hold the air hose that comes in. And we'll try and sort of space these out so that they are giving me a decent circle here. And see how that happens. We'll give it another one, then another one, like that. A triple thing for the nozzle itself. And then we'll put another one over here in the back of the helmet where it goes into like another regulator kind of a thing. Now, let's do the base of the helmet. Let's fatten this line up a little bit and do this whole base right here. Kind of like this. And you can see now how this is really starting to come together pretty darn quick once we get going with it. I'm going to borrow one of these circles to make my ears. Here I can go ahead and thin these out a little, and then I'll work this to be more of a circle. Duplicate it, scale it up, and here we have this outer ear part. We'll skin these down like so, right? This has another part in it, side, so how do I want this to work? Let's see. Let's get these in the center. I want it to be like an ear muff. Yeah. So it's going to be rounded out like that. Okay. Let's see. The next line I'm going to need to do is from here. All the way around. Connects on there. Let's go ahead and build out this whole piece. Then go here, boom, and this is coming together exactly as I planned. I really like the way this is starting to look. So I'm really starting to get the form of this helmet down. And have a really good idea of what it's going to look like. Let's do this detail here. 2, and then boom. Here we'll fix these up. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Next up is this piece right here. So this is going to sort of start here, go through this, up here, all the way down to flush. Yep, that's looking about right. I'll do this light. It'll sort of come out like that. Sort of be angled more like that. Actually, I'm just gonna do this just like that. Just like that. Okay. Next detail is gonna be this. Some of these smaller details before I go ahead and do the hose. Make these tabs like that. And these will sort of connect onto the suit. It's sort of like a latch or a flap. It sort of goes over. And it has like a button. We'll do. Then we'll just loop it. Here we have a button. And then, let's see. These will kind of come down here. Like so, and then we get like a big ring that goes around. Add that here too, just as a place for it to come out. We'll do one more. It's a little bit bigger. Looking pretty good. Now, let's see this back part. This part actually doesn't come all the way. 3, 2, 1. Now this is a separate panel. Like that. Put this in this hard corner. And there it is. Now we'll add these details in the back here. And these are sort of like latches. on the back here. Let's go ahead and borrow one of these circles. We'll put them here. We'll put them here. Take this. Smaller. Give a little bit more structure here. And this one too. Go ahead and add a little rail up here. Fill in these details. And here you can see how I'm using it. Curves and straight lines and corners to add the details that I really want. This thing needs to be situated on this. Actually, build two circles on it. Loop it. And then we'll just make a circle out of this. It'll be on both sides, and then we'll do it like a square. A more rounded kind of a thing. And then we'll loop that. And make it sort of taper down. That looks about right. Do another one right here. One back here. I'd like there to be some lights right here. Cool. Like 3 indicator lights right here. To give them that a little bit of extra something. Now that's looking pretty tight. What happens with this thing? Let's see. Let's see if I can just rail these down so that at least it looks like, there we go. That looks about right. Now, the next thing is going to be, let's go ahead and add the tubage. Let's go really fat. And then we'll just totally appropriate this tube to where it's going to go. There. Now I can modify these points to sort of make it the way I want. I'm going to add a texture on this, on these tubes. I'm also going to take this, remove the end caps so that they're flat. And you can just put it right in there. That looks good. Let's go ahead and remove the sketch. And there we have our line. Quite there yet though. A few other little details I need to put in. The first is the lines for the glass. These lines will be more like creases in the actual glass to give it more of a structure. And we'll go ahead here, 2, 3, 1, and end that. Bring it around here. Start to see some of that happening. And these lines will just make them a lot thinner. There we go. That looks about right. Let me show you this. Needs to come much more of a curve. How are we doing time-wise? Almost there. Okay, good. Now, this is almost ready for sub D. Just a few more little things. We'll turn off the mirror. And we'll finish up this pipe. This is going to be kind of like this. Just adjust these to make it look a little bit better. Really give the structure of the thing sort of like a filter of some kind. Mirrored off of that. So now we have just one side on that. And now finally we'll do this camera set up here. This thing sort of fits right on. Borrow the circle again. Turn mirroring off for this item. Boom. And boom, and another lens. Another detail there, but only on one side. So that is looking pretty good. This kind of does this kind of thing, right around there. This actually need to come out angle a little. So let's really give this thing a structure of where the planes are going to go. That looks pretty good. So we will take what we're going to do is we're going to lock down the sketch, the line. We're going to move the sketch over so that we have it next to the line. I'll actually move it this way. And now we have the line and the sketch ready to go for our class. And now I'm going to teach these guys how to do sub D on this model, this helmet model. And we're going to sub D out this helmet model. So there it is. We'll go ahead and zoom in on it so you guys can check it out. It's looking pretty good. Go ahead and delete all these, and we'll just bring this in here. And then we'll just bring this guy in here. Now, we'll save it, and we're done. Hey! Save it.